Welcome back, fellow gamers. There are still a few animatronics that we have yet to cover when it comes to the world of Five Nights at Freddys, and this animatronic is one of them. Balloon Boy made his first appearance in Five Nights at Freddys 2. He is a humanoid animatronic who appears to be a little animatronic balloon vendor at the Freddys location, based on his appearance. In one hand, he holds a balloon. In another hand, he holds a sign that says, "Balloons! Balloons!" Today we'll be taking a look at some of the more frightening things about BB beyond just his appearance as we count down the top 10 scary Balloon Boy facts. And be sure to stick around to the end of this list where I will have some bonus content coming your way. Alright, let's get counting. Number 10, Hollow. It has been confirmed that BB is actually one of the few animatronics to be created as hollow, making him more of a statue really than anything, which wouldn't be scary until you consider that he's kind of like a statue that is alive and still comes alive at night. Potentially also during the day. And I feel like an inanimate object like a statue coming to life and moving around at night is in fact more scary than an object that is already programmed to move moving. Even if they are both kind of intent on killing you. The idea of something moving that you don't even expect to move is definitely more frightening, especially when you go from night 1 of FNAF 2 where he's not even active to night 2 in that game where he becomes super active and really annoying. Well, he is annoying. It's frustratingly frightening how annoying he is. Number 9, the 8th balloon. This one is kind of combo scary and cool. In FNAF 3, there is a minigame called BB's Air Adventure. In the minigame, you play as Balloon Boy and are tasked with collecting balloons. You have 8 balloons to collect, but on the screen you will likely notice that there only appear to be 7 of them, unless you count, of course, the one in your own hand. After you collect all 7 balloons available, the exit will appear. To get to the 8th balloon, you must jump down from the platform above the door, which will actually allow you to exit the entire window the balloons were contained in and fall down onto another screen where you will land in a dark place. As you walk, you'll notice crying balloon boys surrounding what looks to me like kind of a weird, creepy tree. If you walk past this frightening area, you will be rewarded with the 8th balloon and will have successfully completed the task set to you in the minigame. You can also come back to this. There's also a whole other thing in these minigames in FNAF 3 where you can find cake, come back. It's crazy. Number 8, Unknown. The crazy thing with Balloon Boy in FNAF 2 is he is the only one you can't really fully track. His path is short and direct when it comes to what you see on your cameras. All you will see is him at his post in the game area before he moves to the left air vent. His path between those two places, however, is unknown, meaning that there is an amount of time where you can't even really track him on the cameras. This is also frightening because it gives you less time to react and deal with BB's approach. The next destination after the left air vent, of course, is the office, where you are. And you'll see him there in the vent, staring at you. Number 7, Special Delivery. In Special Delivery, BB finally gets a proper jump scare where he can defeat you. Normally in the games, BB does not jump scare you, but more pranks the player and is just a nuisance to you. However, in the augmented reality game Special Delivery, BB is one of the animatronics that can come into your home in the game. Not like in real life he's going to come into your home. Don't worry. That would be very scary. If you don't defeat him in the augmented reality game, he will jump scare you. This is also the only game where he can have an endoskeleton, as you can build your own BB on top of an endoskeleton to send out to salvage or to send to attack your friends. Number 6, Phantom BB. In Five Nights at Freddys 3, Balloon Boy appears to be one of the other Phantom animatronics in the game. Why is this scary? Have you ever seen Phantom BB? Oh my gosh, he is a little creep. His eyes glow creepily and he is covered in soot, all charred just like the other Phantom animatronics. You can also just make out his teeth and his buttons. It's just all the shadows always make me wonder. When I can't see things fully, it's more scary than when I can see things fully. You know what I mean? Horror movies, what's scarier? What you can see or what you can't see? And his head looks a little bit like a skeleton. He no longer appears to be holding a balloon or his sign, and he just looks more menacing than his appearance in FNAF 2. Of course, he's not directly BB himself, but kind of a hallucination. But he is still more terrifying and more aggressive than the original BB in FNAF 2. Number 5, Phantom BB Jump Scare. Rah! In FNAF 3, Balloon Boy can also now jump scare you as a phantom. His jump scare is also terrifying. One of the worst things about it is that it appears that Balloon Boy's lower jaw extends far beyond what appears to be normal for him, as his mouth grows abnormally long and wide. It's kind of some Grudge level stuff. He also screams while he jumps towards you. This will happen when he appears to be blocking your view on a camera, if you don't switch to a different cam fast enough or you don't lower your monitor fast enough when you see him. So watch out for that if you are playing FNAF 3. Number 4, Pranks. During the Five Nights at Freddys VR game Help Wanted, we find out that in terms of Balloon Boy's personality, he is referred to as a prankster, which if you played the other games, you may have already caught on to. Now, normally being a prankster wouldn't be considered scary or a bad thing, but let's not forget that Balloon Boy is a terrifying and murderous animatronic, and while he might not always be as direct as some of the other animatronics when it comes to trying to kill you, I feel like he has no qualms teaming up with other animatronics like Foxy in order to prank you. And by prank you, I of course mean indirectly kill you or tamper enough with your flashlight to ensure your death. Number 3, Team Up. And of course, what makes Balloon Boy even more scary than most animatronics? His teamwork mentality. While, like I said in the previous point, he's more a prankster than anything, he actually makes it almost impossible to survive in FNAF 2 due to the fact that his pranks basically make it impossible for you to defend yourself against Foxy. If he actually gets into the office with you, your survival chances dramatically drop, and he makes it almost impossible for you to survive the night, as you cannot now defend yourself against Foxy. He's really one that you have to keep an eye on, because if he gets into the office with you, you're likely dead meat, unless it's close enough to 6 a.m. that you can somehow survive. You know that you are screwed if you hear his maniacal giggling stuck on a loop. He's just like, ha 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 ha. You're like, shut up, Balloon Boy. Get out of here. What are you doing? I just wish he would reset. Unlike an Ultimate Custom Night where he does reset. Number 2, Hi. In FNAF 2, have you ever noticed what sounds like a child giggling or saying hello? I personally thought originally that it was some child spirit or just kids at the restaurant that somehow got stuck there after hours, and I was like, where are these children? Why am I hearing children? But that's actually Balloon Boy. Yep, every time he moves, you will hear a creepy little childlike sound. This is how you're able to track him without seeing him. This information is, of course, as scary as it is useful, but still creepy. He sounds so much like a kid. Originally, I was like, am I imagining that sound? The voice literally sounds the exact same to me as the sound at the end of a successful night when you hear that cheerful, childlike, yay! Number 1, Nightmare Balloon Boy. This is probably the scariest version of Balloon Boy that you will come across in the FNAF franchise. Maybe one of the scariest animatronics you'll come across, period. Nightmare BB first appeared in FNAF 4 in the Halloween Update expansion. His appearance is truly the stuff of nightmares, hence his name. His color scheme is similar, but almost too bright when compared to the original Balloon Boy, whose colors feel a little muted, a little more well-rounded, I guess. He also has rows of sharp teeth, and his mouth is actually so wide, it seems to actually separate the top half of his head from the bottom, which is scary. More room to eat your entire body with. His eyes are also now a bright red as opposed to being the light blue that they were originally, and his voice is lower pitched, which actually I'm not sure which one is more frightening, higher pitched or lower pitched. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned some new scary facts about Balloon Boy, or just revisited some of your favorite scary facts about him in this video. Is BB your favorite animatronic? What do you think are some of the scariest things about him? Who is your favorite animatronic from FNAF? Have you played the VR FNAF game? Let us know in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 Scary Ballora Facts. Mikey12 says, you should do the puppet next. He's always an interesting character. I totally agree. Puppet is one of my favorite animatronics in the game because he's so terrifying, or they are so terrifying. Does Puppet have a gender? Have we confirmed this? Someone asked Scott. Top 10 scary puppet moments could even be a good video, I think. Nicholas Pritchthauser comments, you should cosplay as Ballora, Amanda. Oh my goodness, yes, that would also give me the perfect reason to buy some purple contacts, which I honestly have always wanted to have purple contacts. I've always wanted to have purple eyes. I thought that you could be born with purple eyes when I was a kid, and then I learned, sadly, you can't. It's not really a thing. I also think it would be cool to cosplay as Ballora for Halloween. Maybe I could host a video around Halloween as Ballora. That'd be pretty creepy. And when it comes to Ballora, I just love her voice. I think she has my favorite voice compared to all the other animatronics in the world of FNAF. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below to have your thoughts and your suggestions shouted out in a future video. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight, reminding you, as always, to keep on gaming on. Pew pew! Don't forget to wind up that music box as well. Don't let the puppet out.